Good morning, friends. Welcome to Gyan channel. The topic on which we will be discussing today in our class is media and national integration. So let's begin the class. First of all, we will discuss about role of media in national integration. National integration means to combine and to bring together all the people of the country. It's a sentiment that binds together all the people in one common bond, no matter what their race, caste, subcaste, region, or religion is. Actually, it is a strong cementing force by virtue of which all types of people live together peacefully and can identify themselves as part of single whole. Media. Media is a link between the people of the country to propagate the information from one end of the country to the other, either by electronic means or by the means of print. That is either by radio, television, and internet or by newspapers. It can be categorized mainly in two forms: traditional media and new media. New media is a terminology which emerged in the late 20th century to indicate the amalgamation of traditional media such as film, image, music, spoken and written word with the interactive power of computer and communications technology, most importantly, the internet. What distinguishes new media from traditional media is not the digitizing of media content into bits, but the dynamic life of the new media content and its interactive relationship with the media consumer in real time. Another important promise of new media is the democratization of the creation, publishing, distribution, and consumption of media content. Media is the most powerful tool of communication. It helps promoting the right things on right time, even though media is linked with blaming fake news every time on terrorist attacks by saying directly Muslim fundamentalists hand in attack without properly investigating. But on the safe side, it helps a lot to inform us about the realities as well. Nation. Broadly speaking, a nation may refer to a community of people who share common territory and government, and who often share common language, race, and common history. In international perspective, nation can be referred to as a sovereign state. Therefore, our country, India, is sovereign state comprising of races, castes, subcastes, regions, languages, and religions. National integration. For binding the people in sentiment of oneness, that is, in the bond of nationalism, or what we call national integration, is necessary to all the to eliminate and evaporate the feeling of regionalism, communalism, linguism, etc. among themselves. Nowadays, a society media plays a very important role. Without media, people in societies would be isolated not only from the rest of world but from the government, law and orders, neighboring towns and cities. National integration remains a crucial issue in India, notwithstanding the fact that we boast of a civilization which is nearly 5,000 years old. Truly, some of these diverse factors may be inherent in the history, geography, and culture of our country, but there are also forces that accentuate these factors. Religious fundamentalism is one such force, while linguistic diversities constitute another. There are people in this country who hold an exclusive view of religion which drives them into sectarian frenzy and doesn't admit tolerance of others. Despite a shared culture of so many years, linguistic diversities and communication have often generated tensions and conflicts among different communities, threatening the fabric of national unity. The same holds good for regionalism, exacerbated no doubt by inequitable development among different regions of the country. Role of media. Media has a constructive role to play for the society. Today, news channels and even some newspapers are mouthpiece of some social issues which help us to estimate the realities of lives. It's a fact that most of the eras, media were not being given free and fair chances to explore the issues of society more openly than it is being given now. But we can't deny this fact that the issues were always raised in order to provide justice to the people. The role of media in education and health sector is far more important learning. Nowadays is not limited anymore in terms of space, time and medium as the use of media, especially internet, has contributed a lot towards education than its role in the election campaigns. It's the job of media to show the true picture of the society. What are the drawbacks? It's unfortunate the most of the press is biased. They are projecting what they want instead of projecting the reality. Access to people demands is very responsible behavior. Their role should be to spread love instead of cultivating hatred, which is of no use. They have to play a crucial role in educating the people and to provide them clear picture of what's going on in the world because ignorance is a major problem. They should not over proportionate. Factual reporting is the essence of journalism, and if the press starts reporting facts, there would be a lot of betterment in the society. These are the major drawbacks that has to be tackled for the media to be active participants in the national integration process. Should we fail, we might just see that same India which exists when the British East India Company stepped in this land. Journalists as well as media should be committed and self-dependable. They should express social responsibilities that would invariably sustain the growth of micro-ecosystem in the nation, aid the political terrain, and eliminate friction in human relationships and other sections of the country. As the watchdog of society, they are responsible to the people and can also help in the elimination of social vices, confronting humanity and national integrity. The Indian media. India needs a free press or media in particular. The poor of India need it. If public attention cannot be drawn to problems such as deep alienation of our people in the northeast or the plight of the tribal, the problems will not go away. In fact, they will fester and eventually blow up, blowing much of the country with them. Pakistan, Iran, and other countries provide the example. Who needs a free media in India? The rich and the middle class are well organized and connected. They control and man the state. If the system is closed tomorrow, it will be closed on their behalf and to their advantage. They do not therefore need a free press as much as poor do, who thought so numerous, are unorganized, divided, and so manipulated. The country and the people need a free press even more than they did decades ago. During independence struggle, as other institutions that could ensure accountability, the legislature is the judiciary and so on have become progressively ineffective. India is one of the free societies in which free expression and discussion have the opportunity to make a difference. There is scarcely a country outside North America and Western Europe that affords the media can be freedom we enjoy in India. We often make much more noise about the restriction or that about the pressure from the government or that, but it's not only when we encounter evidence of, say, psychiatric hospitals in the former Soviet Union, or when we read Jacob Taberman's account of the condition that unholiest pressman has to contend with within Argentina, that we get a glimpse of what real restrictions and real pressure mean. In India, by contrast, restrictions mean laws that are in fact helpfully worded, that are in any case not enforced. Pressure means a telephone call from a more or less fraternal official. Journalists or media people have far more power than individuals, far more power to influence events than any other profession. It's easy to show how powerful the media is. The Washington Post brought down President Richard Nixon. Indira Gandhi convened the world's press to support against Pakistan in 1971 struggle to free Bangladesh. And it was newspaper coverage of the Bofors gun scandal that cost Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi then his job. Blanket news coverage and for the first time graphic color television pictures of the horrors and cruelty of the war in Vietnam help bringing that to an end. And it was partly West German's television portrayal of life beyond the communist world. Its broadcast could receive a large parts of the Soviet Empire that caused people of Eastern Europe to rise up and end the Cold War. Challenges in national integration. National integration remains a crucial issue in India, notwithstanding the fact that we boast of a civilization which is nearly 5,000 years old. True, some of these diverse factors may be inherent in the history, geography, and cultures of our country, but there are also forces that accentuate these factors. Religious fundamentalism is one such force, while linguistic diversity is institute another. There are people in this country who hold an exclusive view of religion, which drives them into sectarian frenzy that doesn't admit tolerance of others. Despite a shared culture of so many years, linguistic diversities have often generated tensions and conflicts among different communities, threatening the fabric of national unity. The same holds good for regionalism, exacerbated no doubt by inequitable developments amongst different regions of the country. All the above forces and factors do pose a challenge to India's unity and integrity, and therefore conscious efforts will have to be made by all concerned to preserve the same. Gentlemen, with this we come to the today's topic. Thank you.